Howdy everybody, I'm Dave and I'm welcoming you back to the Nelson Creek Farms shop here in southern Idaho, where I've had a little bit of a change of heart and change of thinking, and I'm going to do a little something different today with the Allis Chalmers B. But first up, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping. Yeah, we do. So the game plan for today is to clean up the shop. A couple of my friends have noticed it was a little bit of a mess and made comments about it. And quite honestly, I haven't done much with it since the grandparents had been living here at the farm and doing stuff around the farm. So now that I've taken it over, we need to clean this up a little bit. Eventually, we're either going to build a new shop or add on to this one by knocking out the wall here behind you and going that way. This was originally a three-stall open, three-sided shed, and one of the stalls was turned into this shop. So yeah, we may pour a concrete slab over here in the middle and move the wall over and make it a little bit bigger, because right now it's 18 by 12, and that doesn't include the shelving and the workbenches around the walls. Anyway, let's get right to it today, because I've changed my mind on putting the little Allis Chalmers B up on the patio to work on it, and this is why. I don't know about you, but I think I'd rather have my picnic table, barbecue grill, and my gas-powered snowblower sitting there on the patio instead of that tractor. Yeah, that way I can get to the snowblower to dig myself out, and I got a picnic table to sit on while I'm eating something that I cooked on the barbecue grill. So yeah, we're going to end up putting the little Allis B here in the shop today. Now, because my back is killing me, in case you hadn't noticed, and the fact that I have a close friend's wedding to go to the end of this week, I'm just going to clean this room up enough floor space wise just to get the Allis in here, and then we'll go around the perimeter and kind of do the rest of it later. But for right now, yeah, I'm kind of in a crunch for time, so we're just going to make a hole big enough to put the tractor in here. Ooh. Anything that I can make go away, like that used up spool of Teflon tape, that's going to go to the trash. That might have a little bit of stuff in it. That's empty. That has a busted top, can't get anything out of it. And the filter is for the 8N, I believe. Yep, 8N Ford, so that's going to go over here on the shelf for right now. Here's a nifty old oil can that was sitting on the shop floor. It'd been around this place forever. You fill that, of course, full of oil, whatever flavor you want, and way down in there, which you can't see, this trigger here opens a little valve to shut off the flow out of here down through the spout there into whatever you're filling. Yeah, that is going to be a restoration project, or basically a cleanup project for later this winter. And Matt over at the Scrap Whisperer YouTube channel, when you get done with your Camelback drill press, there's another wall mount hand crank job sitting right here for you to tackle. Yeah. And this right here is a fender spacer for a Farmall H or M. We'll hang that right up here with the other one. The little round spacers that space this up off the axles are around here somewhere. And of course, underneath all that stuff sits the 3-point hitch assembly for the little Allis B. So we're going to get that put on once we get the tractor in here. And if anybody needs it, there's a fancy little muffler, and it's going to the trash. In the process of cleaning out the shop today, I came across this old metal utility light. Yeah, that'll make a perfect rear work light for that little Allis B when I get around to getting that part of it put together. And even if the bulb here is burned out, I can get a new one. Yeah, pretty easy to change. And hey, the housing may not be totally similar to that of Allis, that ear vintage, but hey, that'll work. For all of you gardeners out there, which vegetable is the best at karate? Any idea? It's broccoli, as in Bruce. Oh. Well, welcome back, everybody. It is the next day here at the Nelson Creek Farm. And we're going to finish up today what we got started yesterday. So as far as getting the little Allis B in here, there should be enough room. We can run the front tires over the 3-point hitch deal. We're going to put the front end towards the back of the building because the wood stove's over there in the corner, and I can pull off one of the small front tires easier than the big ones on the back. And they need to come off anyway, so we can change the tires on them. And yeah, so we're looking a little bit better. It's still awful tight in here, and could probably get rid of some more stuff, and we will eventually. But now is the big problem of trying to get these doors open. Yeah, there's a bunch of ground build up right outside these doors, and of course they're sagging, and we got to move some stuff. Right here where I'm standing, about halfway between the edge of the shadow and the building, right in through here is a high spot of soil and land, and then it's even higher over here on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire up the LS with its bucket and see if we can't remove some of this excess height right here in front of those shop doors so that we can get them to swing open and get all this grass and weeds and stuff out of there that's built up this year. And yeah, we'll see about getting them to swing open so we can get the little tractor in there now. That was the first scoop up off of the apron or whatever you want to call it there, right in front of the shop doors. And there sits the subject of today's video. Yeah, so moving that little thing and putting it in the shop. I'm going to take this first load clear down there, oh, pardon the finger, into the corner of the property there right in front of us. Yeah, we're going to go clear down there because there's a couple of rocks sticking up out of the ground, and I would like to bury them with some soil. So yeah, when I get down there and get to mowing with the mower, I don't hit them and screw up a blade and whatever. Well, you probably can't see it as well as I can, but yeah, we're down, oh, about 6-8 inches right up here off the corner of the shop here. Yeah, and we're uphill going that way, right in through there. And I would say to get that over there down to this level here is going to be at least a foot. So yeah, we got more grading to do, but at least we can get into the shop now. Yeah, much better on getting in there. Hey, here's a question for all of you that go out to dinner parties with your friends and family. Should you take sides in an argument while you're sitting at the dinner table? Any ideas? Yes, you should, because nobody's going to pay attention to what you're up to, so make sure you take lots of Tupperware. And now we're going to use a little Stinky today. And we're going to leave the mower on the back end for some extra weight for traction on these rear tires, which we might need shoving a little Allis B into the shop. Okay. Now, raise up the back end here. Okay. Now notice I still don't have the top link hooked on there, back there. Uh-oh. I forgot to turn the gas on. Okay, now to go over and hook on to the little Allis. By the way, that 39 Farmall A right there is for sale or trade. Still. I don't know how well this is all going to work right here. I've got a big washer there underneath the pin on the, the doohickey bolt. Yeah, so we'll see. That may not, that may end up inside the radiator. If that thing comes apart, it may go straight back in there. Had to turn the steering wheel a bit to get it to aim away from the Oliver. Yeah, so about there, how to get it. Yeah, we'll stop and make one final steering adjustment right here. And I think we can unhook Stinky from the B. Sorry about that, a little noisy. And we'll just push the B around in here where we want it. Yeah, something kind of like that. There it is, everybody. It is in the shop. Yeah, pardon the glare coming in from out there. But yeah, the little Allis B is in the shop. So now we can get in here where all the tools are and work on it a little bit. And hopefully we'll get her up and running, this little thing, before snow flies. Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for today. I'm already sweating. It's supposed to be pushing low 90s today, and tomorrow that's another one that's supposed to be hot. That's our last hurrah from summer before Mother Nature takes over and starts us really solidly into fall and early winter. We're going to have probably another, after this weekend, we'll have a week worth of 80s, and then it's going to drop down into the 70s and 60s rather rapidly from there on. So anyway, I thank you all for sticking with me on today's little adventure of putting the little Allis here into the shop so we can work on it. Don't know what we're going to do next. It'll be either electrical parts and finishing that 12-volt conversion, or installing the 3-point hitch, or maybe even changing out these automotive tires for some correct tractor tires. We'll just have to play that by ear and see what happens. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode on the restoration of the little Allis B. Yeah, we're going to call her Little B, I think. Or Lil B, or just that dang B. Yeah. Anyway, y'all be careful out there. Thank you to the new subscribers for hanging tight and watching along with us. Thank you so much for all you folks that have been with the channel for a long time. Appreciate it. And if you haven't joined up yet, right down there, hit that big red thing that says subscribe on it. Doesn't take you much. Doesn't cost you anything. And means a lot to me. If we could hit 1,000 this year, that'd be cool. 1,000 subscribers. I'd be happy with that. Anyway, on we roll. On to the next project, and we'll see you next time. I'm Dave, wishing you well. Bye-bye for now.